Hey guys, today I got another method here for you today. And of course you read the title and thumbnail, so you know that today I will be teaching you how you can resell moissanite jewelry and scale to 10K or more per month so you can make 6 figures just from this type of reselling business. Now make sure you stick around and pay attention, so grab your pen and paper because I will go in depth in this video. I will teach you how to start reselling moissanite, why you should choose moissanite jewelry over other products or different types of jewelry. I'll discuss if it is saturated and if it even makes sense to start this because of course not every business will work for every single person, so I'm just being 100% transparent so I won't mislead you. And finally, I will discuss how you can scale your moissanite jewelry reselling business to 10K a month with no effort. So yeah, you can start this type of reselling business really easy and scale it to 10K a month or even more if you listen closely and follow these steps. And yeah, I'm not lying about that figure because if you search moissanite jewelry, you'll see how much it goes for. And you will also see guys documenting their sales and so on. And yeah, of course, like every other business, there will be scammers and fake results, so just ignore those. But I have also personally seen guys selling these moissanite items for 5K or more and successfully getting them sold, so you can do this as well. Don't stress. To add on to that, I won't teach you guys anything that I won't do personally, so everything that I ever teach you guys or discuss on this channel is at least something I will do or consider doing. So that should add to my legitimacy if you were questioning it. Also, you're gonna need a vendor for moissanite stuff, but more on that later in the video. But for now, if you don't got one and need one, just comment vendor and I'll send it, or check the links in the description and join my Discord. Also, if you're interested in joining my inner circle and making your first 5K or more within 45 days, then just click the first link in the description and see if that works for you. So let's get started with the video.
Alright, so first of all, let's get to everyone's main concern, or at least most of you guys who are watching this and considering if this will be a good business model for them. And spoiler alert, it is. But anyways, the question is moissanite jewelry saturated, and is this even profitable, or am I just wasting my time? And don't worry, I get your concerns, and that's why you're watching this and I'm here to help. For the short answer to your question, the answer is no. But we're not here for short answers with no substance. We're here to learn and start making money. So the reason why I say it's not saturated or unprofitable is simply because a lot of guys still don't even know what moissanite jewelry is. And even if they do know, they're not going to take the risk to even start. Depending on the product, moissanite jewelry can cost you $50 or more to start up. And some guys just don't want to even invest that much money, which I think is crazy. Furthermore, there isn't that much information on how to sell moissanite or where to even find reputable vendors that sell moissanite jewelry for a good price that actually ships the item and not scam you. And they also need someone who ships quick and ships products that actually passes diamond tester, and that one is the most important thing you need to remember, because if your item isn't passing diamond tester, then it's just glass. And let's be real, who really wants to be walking around with glass jewelry? Definitely not me, because I don't want to tuck my chain when the diamond testers come around. But anyways, not a lot of guys are on this at all due to not having the resources and not wanting to invest in this, or just not knowing what moissanite is. And also, this brings me to my next point on why it is profitable. The diamond tester scenario I just gave you is probably something none of us want to experience. Furthermore, most of us are not going to spend 20 bands on a diamond Cuban link because that's not even a good investment if we're being real. So your best bet is buying moissanite because you get the same exact product for way less than the cost of the real thing. The great thing about moissanite too is it passes the diamond tester and sometimes even shows up as diamonds. So if you're wearing it, you can fraud your way out of situations. But for reselling purposes, state it's moissanite. So you heard my reasons on why it's not saturated and why it's profitable. Hit a like and subscribe before we move on. And also, you heard me talk about bad vendors, so if you need a good one, just comment vendor and I got you. Alright, so now that you got some of your initial questions out the way, and you have some understanding of the type of business you're getting into, you may be wondering, how do I even get started with all this? How much do I need to have initially so I can invest in this business? And what should I even buy? Well, I'm going to be answering all that in depth in this chapter of the video right here. So make sure you're paying attention with your pen and paper or iPad or whatever you guys use. But anyways, starting with how do you even start this type of business, which is reselling moissanite jewelry?
So the answer to this is simple. All you need to do is find yourself a reputable moissanite jeweler that deals with products such as watches, chains, rings, bracelets, earrings, and anything that can be moissanite or diamond covered. Even stuff like grills can work. And I say this because it's not good to limit yourself, and it's good to have a wide variety of options for your customers because a lot of these things sell. And I also mentioned reputable because if you're buying a high ticket product like a watch, you're going to be spending a good amount of money into this investment, and nobody wants to be scammed, whether it be with not receiving the product at all and losing your money, or actually receiving the product and it turns out to be some glass product that doesn't pass the diamond tester as it should. That's why I can help you out if you need a good moissanite vendor. Just come on vendor and I'll give you one, or just join the Discord, link below. Now for the rest of your questions, let's talk about how much do I even need to have saved so I can get started with this business model. Now I recommend anywhere from $50 and up. For $50, you can get smaller products like 2 earrings that can resell for around $125 each. In some cases you can get some bracelets, but it may be small, or you can even get a small ring as well. These products can all sell for a good amount, and I'll talk about that later on. For the high ticket products, which just means items that have a huge profit margin, like watches and grills, you will need a good amount to start up and invest. For plain moissanite watches, you'll need around $350 at least, and these can easily sell for around $1,300 or more. I'll show proof on the screen. And if you wanted branded moissanite watches like G-Shocks, Rolex, and so on, you'll need around $500 and up, likewise with grills. For the branded moissanite products, you can probably make a little more, especially if it's something like a Rolex moissanite watch, because it's both a Rolex and it passes diamond tester. But in this case, the actual Rolex would be 1-to-1, so you may have to mention that. But these can sell for $2,000 and up. I've seen it happen before.
And if plain moissanite watches sell for this amount, then the branded ones will have a higher profit ceiling. But of course, it costs more to enter. Same with grills. You can sell those for crazy high, but you just need to find your customers and be in an area where these are popular. Like if you live in the US, for example, that'll be good. But I'll talk more about this in the scaling section. Now, if you ask me what moissanite products I would personally buy, then I'd go with watches, but everything I mentioned sells good. Even the cheaper stuff like earrings. I own a pair of moissanite earrings for personal use, and they're good, so I recommend them. Of course, once again, if you need a vendor, just comment vendor or join the Discord. And if you want to join my inner circle and get help with businesses like this, then it's the first link in the description. All right, so now that we know what products to order, which can be anything basically, whether it be lower ticket products like moissanite rings, earrings, bracelets, chains, or higher ticket items like watches, Cuban link chains, or grills. And reselling isn't just about buying and investing. There's also a very big step that comes after your investment part, which is actually selling your products. So this chapter will discuss how to sell your stuff after you actually purchased it. Also, now is a great time to like and subscribe if you haven't. All right, so there are many great things about reselling moissanite, like the high profit and low competition. But one of the great things about this product is it isn't 1-to-1. So like some of you may not want to resell 1-to-1 products, which is still great of course and can easily make you 10K or more in revenue, but that's for another video. Moissanite products aren't 1-to-1, so you can list it freely on any platform or website, and you can sell it anywhere and list it at whatever price you choose to, because it's a genuine product and it's safe to sell. So for all the kids who normally ask me if reselling is legal, well, this 100% is. And you don't have to worry about the non-existent police that wasn't going to come after you regardless of what you sell. So for moissanite, you can list basically anywhere, whether it be Facebook, eBay, OfferUp, even platforms like Grailed allow you to resell these type of jewelry products. So you can basically list it on any platform or website that you have in mind. You may know some others that are really good, and yeah, you can list it on those as well. If you got some recommendations, then just list it below in the comments. You're helping the guys who are watching this video as well, which I appreciate. But yeah, the point I'm making is these products come with GRA certificate, which is a certificate that shows the product is genuine moissanite, and you can also show proof it passes diamond tester, or carry it to a reputable jeweler and let them give you an extra vouch that it is a well-made product.
This stuff applies to all moissanite products that I listed, but for branded watches, you may have to disclose that the actual watch is 1-to-1. For example, if it's a moissanite Rolex. But in this case, most guys don't really care about the watch itself, they just want the diamonds to shine and pass diamond tester. If they cared about the watch, they'd buy a Rolex. But it's up to you to disclose whatever you want. I'm just here to teach you guys and also ensure you're safe as well. But I still recommend having the GRA certificate or getting the vouch from a jeweler, and don't worry, the vendors I got send you the certificate. Alright, so now that I basically taught you most of the stuff that you need to know to get started and be well off on your own 2 feet, let's talk about what comes after all the other stuff I discussed, such as finding the product that works for you, actually buying it, and then listing it on marketplaces and getting it sold. And of course, I'm taking about how to scale this business model into one that's profitable and something that you can potentially live off of and make into a full-time job. And spoiler alert, this is 100% possible, and being a jeweler is actually a well-respected job, and it's a lifelong business and something that can be inherited for years to come. So this is a good business model to look into and invest your money into if you ask me. And of course, if you need help with this and guidance, then you can just check the first link in the description and see if that works for you. So since this isn't a full step-by-step guide, which I certainly can make for you guys if that's something you're interested in, so just comment if you need to see that. So I'll just keep this stuff short and something that you can follow. So let's say you bought your watch for $350 and you got that sold for $1,250, which is $900 profit. Now you can take that $900 or even the full $1,250 and reinvest. Now that you have a bigger budget, you can go ahead and buy another watch, and you can also buy products like rings, chains, and bracelets. So now you have an entire catalog and way more variety than what you started with, which was just a watch. So now that you have more products, your profit ceiling is way higher than $900 now, because we already saw that you were capable of making $900 profit from just one watch, and this time you reinvested and bought another watch along with other products to sell, so there's more profit to make. After you get all these products sold, or some of them sold, you're going to keep doing this and expanding on your catalog and building a wider collection of stuff for your customers and clients to choose from. This is how you establish yourself as a jewelry and become reputable in the jewelry game. Whilst also doing this, make sure you maintain good relationships with your clients and try to get them on some type of contact, whether it be WhatsApp, Instagram, or Telegram. But make some type of social media where your clients can reach you so they keep coming back to you when they need jewelry, and they also have a way of recommending you to other people. This way you're establishing yourself as a jewelry plug and a jeweler. So in essence, you just need to keep upgrading your catalog and reinvesting some of your profits into your business, whilst also maintaining good relationships with your clients and building some type of social media presence so you can connect and establish yourself as a plug. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for sticking to the end, and if this video was useful to you, then let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget, if you need the vendor to start, just comment the word vendor or join the Discord link. Also, like and subscribe, it helps. And don't forget to take notes and take action. This is a great way to make money. Also, if you're interested in joining my inner circle and making 5K or more in 45 days, then check the first link in the description. I'm only working with a select few guys, especially since it's out of both of our time, and I want to ensure we get the best experience and you get your money's worth. So if you're serious about reselling and think this will benefit you, then just head over to that link. See you there, and of course guys, thank you.